Chapter 17. Gratitude. Your radiation-proof corn is ready for harvest. Hiroshi stood in the cultivation area, listening to the pleasant notification sounds, and began to harvest the crops. Time always flew by when busy. It was the 5th day after the apocalypse. Hiroshi's prediction was correct. No military or police came looking for him. The entire southern city, the Federation, and even the world had descended into utter chaos. Mutations led to frequent riots, and heinous crimes happened daily. A few missing people were too common to be noticed. Hiroshi didn't dwell on it for long. That very night, he erased all traces of the incident. Surviving in the apocalypse required a hard heart. Pushing the incident from his mind, Hiroshi opened the system interface. After 5 days of hard work, his points had reached a staggering 620,000 by this morning. While it wasn't enough to splurge in the system's shop, it was enough to further strengthen his farm. After the invasion, he realized the farm's defenses were still lacking. He needed to enhance the security to create an impenetrable fortress for peace of mind. Determined, Hiroshi spent 400,000 points to purchase 4 intelligent farming robots and 4 adult-grade combat robots. The points that had built up quickly plummeted again, but the investment was worth it. The farming robots could completely replace Hiroshi in planting and harvesting. Except for the final step of redeeming points, which he had to do himself, all other tedious tasks could be delegated. Intelligent work robot, agricultural, energy, 300 out of 300. Work range, planting, breeding, cultivating. Description: we are full of energy, and we work tirelessly. Our slogan is, 996 is too easy. We are the models of tireless workers. Hiroshi glanced at the descriptions of the intelligent work robots, pausing on the last line, and couldn't help but sigh. This system has quite a sense of humor. 996 is too easy. Capitalists would shed tears, and Jews would be ashamed. He then turned his attention to the 4 towering, robust combat robots that shimmered with a metallic sheen, reminiscent of Schwarzenegger. Level 3 combat robot, adult grade. Work range, invasion, defense. Attack methods, sniping, hand-to-hand combat. Ammunition capacity, 50 out of 50. Speed, 8. Attack power, 12. Defense, 5. Energy, 300 out of 300. Description: don't be fooled by my looks. Well, okay. I'm not gentle at all. Idiot, stay away from my master, or I'll let you see your own brains. Hiroshi silently gave a thumbs up. Fierce, just one word. While Hiroshi was inspecting his new robots, the monitoring sent a message of a visitor's arrival. It wasn't the usual shrill alarm, but a calm notification. Hiroshi raised an eyebrow. Who could be visiting at this time? Quickly, the visitor's face appeared in the feed, projected into Hiroshi's consciousness. It was a young man, tall and sturdy. It was Uncle Nan's son, Angus. He looked spirited, nothing like the bedridden person on the brink of death. It's him? Hiroshi frowned slightly, then walked out of the cultivation area. What's he doing here? Soon, the gate scene was fully displayed. Angus held a cardboard box, containing what Hiroshi had delivered to his house a day earlier, about half of the food. Seeing this, Hiroshi's eyes softened. Big brother. The candy-loving big brother from Uncle Nan's family is here. He's at the gate. Kiko, dressed in a thick coat, her cheeks rosy, ran over as if announcing her achievements. At her age, she couldn't stay indoors. Watching too many cartoons made Hiroshi worry about her eyesight. So recently, while busy with farm work, he let Kiko and Benji play around the farm. I know. Hiroshi patted her little head and walked briskly to the gate. Angus, what brings you here? Hiroshi soon arrived at the gate, smiling as he looked at Angus across the fence. Seeing Hiroshi, Angus smiled, placed the box on the ground, and said, Mr. Hiroshi, you gave us some instant noodles the other day. My dad said we must repay the kindness. So, now that we have some food, I'm bringing you some. Hiroshi looked at the box, feeling amused. He wanted to say, I gave you this food. Hiroshi wasn't short of food, but seeing this, he felt a warm sensation in his heart. Even in a merciless world, there was still kindness. In the apocalypse, such moments of warmth were rare. Where did you get this food? Hiroshi asked. Angus sighed. We found it in our yard. Maybe a relative or a kind-hearted person left it there. I'm really grateful. They might have saved my life. Saved your life? Hiroshi, though knowing the truth, feigned surprise. It's a long story. Angus waved his hand, smiling. Mr. Hiroshi, besides bringing you food, I wanted to ask a favor. Go ahead, Hiroshi nodded. I heard there's a new food procurement point on the outskirts of South City. It still has supplies. I'd like to borrow your truck to go there and buy some, just in case. Angus's tone was a bit nervous, his hands rubbing together anxiously. Hiroshi smiled. Sure, you can take it. Angus awkwardly laughed. Actually, I haven't got my license yet. The location is quite remote, so? Before Angus finished, Hiroshi understood. He needed both the truck and a driver. Hiroshi stroked his chin, glanced at the cultivation area. With work robots there, he didn't need to oversee everything. All right, but we must be back by noon. I need to cook for Kiko, Hiroshi agreed. In these chaotic times, kindness was rare. Since Uncle Nan's family was grateful, helping them wasn't a big deal. Kiko, stay home. Don't open the door for anyone. I'll be back soon. Hiroshi instructed Kiko. He didn't plan to take her along. In this mutated world, the farm was the safest place. Okay, I'll be good. Kiko nodded quickly. Benji, half squatting by her side, gave Angus a brief, indifferent glance and ignored him. Hiroshi unlocked the gate, drove the truck out, and set the combat robots to guard mode. Angus climbed into the passenger seat. The truck's engine roared to life, and it began to move. Kiko tilted her head, watching them leave, hugging Benji's neck and whispering. But due to the engine noise, Hiroshi didn't hear her. Angus is so magical. He changes colors. Last time, he was green when Big Brother and I saw him. This time, he's red. So fun. Benji didn't understand her words, whined, and ran towards the house.